The man who started a fire in his Scottsbluff hotel room will now be confined to his own prison cell after his sentencing last week in district court. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, the man charged with starting a fire in his Scottsbluff motel room from last March has been sentenced. 41-year-old Juan Olvera was arrested and charged with first-degree arson for setting a fire in his room at the America's Best Value Inn, and late last year he pleaded no contest to the Class 2 felony. Olvera was sentenced to a prison sentence of 36 to 48 months, and he received credit for 76 days already served. Authorities responded to the March 19, 2021 fire and found heavy smoke coming from a room on the second floor. Olvera was charged with arson and was arrested after it was determined that he started the blaze. Well, Nebraska volleyball coach John Cook will be the featured speaker as WNCC hosts their first ever leadership conference on March 4th. Cook's presentation in the Judy Chalupka Theater following an afternoon of 4 one-hour breakout sessions focusing on key attributes of LEAD, the WNCC Student Leadership Organization. WNCC Student Success Director Luke Stobel tells KNEB News the college is fortunate and officials are grateful that Cook could find time in his schedule to appear.
And in my conversations with Coach Cook, as is obvious from his success as a coach, leadership is really, really important to him. He was very passionate, or is very passionate about leadership. And as we shared our agenda of what we're covering in our lead breakout sessions, his response was, I have a presentation that very much aligns with a lot of what you're talking about.
Tickets for Coach Cook's presentation are $10 for students and $15 for non-students and can be purchased by calling 635-6193. We'll have more news right after this.
The journey of a dream becoming reality. When we're young, a dream develops into a passion. That passion continues to manifest and grows as you do. It becomes all you want to do and all you want to be. It gives you direction. It drives you. Then, your dream has become a reality. When that dream is ready to be reality, Platte Valley Bank will be with you every step of the way.
But yeah, I love working on the grill. I'll flip my burgers with season on them, I press them again. It's just really satisfying seeing how beautiful they turn out. Quite honestly, when I'm on the grill, we should really be charging double with the quality and love that I put into them.
Welcome back. If you have a large stash of old or unusual items, the production company behind American Pickers wants to hear from you. Cineflix USA says the stars of American Pickers will once again be rummaging their way through Nebraska this coming April. Producers are looking for leads for episodes of the History Channel's hit TV show and want to know if you or someone you know has a large private collection or accumulation of antiques that the Pickers could spend the better part of the day looking through. If you have a lead, you're asked to reach out to them with your name, phone number, location, and a description of the collection by calling area code 646-493-2184 or with pictures by emailing americanpickers@cineflix.com. Well, the chair of the legislature's Appropriations Committee has released some of the initial work on preliminary adjustments to the biennial budget. Senator John Stinner of Gering told colleagues that one thing not included in the initial version is the $400 million requested by Governor Pete Ricketts for the Perkins County Canal project involving South Platte River water.
It's a big ask. It's a short session. We got 123 hearings to go through, and the committee really wanted to have briefings on the canal, try to get educated as best we can so we can make some kind of an educated opinion relative to that.
Stinner says provider increase is also not a part of the biennial budget adjustments, but would be added with ARPA funds and would be written in a way to provide supplemental income to help attract and retain more healthcare workers. He says the committee should be presenting their official recommendations in early March after the Revenue Forecasting Advisory Board meets later this month. And culvert work began today on I-80 in Sydney with full construction activities beginning on April 1st. IHC Scott of Centennial, Colorado has the $40 million contract, which includes full reconstruction of the existing lanes, bridge widening, culvert extensions, rest area and exit ramp reconstruction, and guardrail replacement. Eastbound lanes will be reconstructed in 2022, and westbound lanes will be reconstructed in 2023. Traffic will be maintained in a head-to-head configuration during both construction seasons, but will be returned to normal four-lane operations in the winter months. Well, coming up after the break, Bill Boyer in with your full week forecast here on KNEB.TV News.
Doubles every 2 minutes. How long?
Hey, Dad. We're going for a run.
Okay. You're gonna go together?
That's what we means.
Well, just be careful. Make sure you're not running alone. Stay on the sidewalk. Watch for cars. Don't talk to strangers.
Another virus was blocked? What are you doing?
Are you listening to me? All right? Because when it comes to safety, nobody knows safety better than me. Be careful out there.
Are you doing an online quiz?
Yeah. This one's gonna tell me my IQ, which I've always wanted to know, because it's a mystery.
I'm guessing it's very low because all these quizzes are forwards to get your passwords for everything.
Oh, is that right?
How do you not know that?
How do you know that?
How long have you been doing these quizzes for?
How old are you?
11?
11 years.
How do you not know how old I am?
Because that's a long time, 11 years, to remember stuff.
All right, well, we're gonna go for a run and watch for cars and strangers, and you change all your passwords so your identity isn't wiped out.
Bit dramatic.
Are new windows from Renewal by Andersen a great investment? You're darn right they are. Did you know that for less than your cable bill or cell phone bill each month, you could have new windows from Renewal by Andersen right now? Do the math. Renewal by Andersen windows will likely cut your energy bills significantly. They will likely substantially increase the value of your home. They're a great investment. Please contact our team now and ask about our fantastic financing options with approved credit right now. Renewal by Andersen, a great investment? You're darn right.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Well, across the area, we're going to be dealing with partly cloudy skies overnight and lows falling down into the 20s as we get towards early morning tomorrow. Really a sweet night tonight for you sweethearts out there. Nice most of the day tomorrow as well before snow develops late tomorrow night, especially by Wednesday. And we have much colder temps settling in here starting Wednesday. 60 yesterday for a high, missed a record by just 11 degrees. By the way, record low today was 20 below zero set last year. We were some 80 degrees warmer than that today. A little below normal for the month now, about a quarter of an inch above normal for the year. Still a little slow on some of the drought conditions here, as you can see as we look across the area. Some of those drought conditions did improve over the last week or so in northeastern Colorado, but meanwhile we're dealing with just mostly conditions right now that are still in that severe drought, especially across western portions of Nebraska and southeastern portions of Wyoming. Most of these are still under extreme drought, severe drought conditions, rather. The extreme drought conditions that we had in northeast Colorado have decreased on the last drought update we had last week. Look at the 50s nosing up into western Nebraska. 39, though, in Rapid City. It's 48 Ogallala, 46 right now in Lusk. Winds a little gusty, 15 to 20, gusting up to 30 at times. Not as strong as yesterday, but still is pretty strong out there as you go across the region. We'll get into the snowfall potential in just a moment. Let's first get on the bus with you tomorrow as we take a look out here. Partly cloudy skies and 24 when you're on your way to school. On the way home, we're going to see more clouds. Still pretty nice, though, and about 60 degrees. Futurecast for tonight holds, well, partly cloudy skies for the most part. We'll call it even mostly clear for a good portion of the night. And overnight lows that are going to fall mostly into the 20s out there. A few areas may not fall below 30. Pretty comfortable evening. Now tomorrow, we start the day off with partly cloudy skies, a lot of sun. Clouds will increase through the day. And then by afternoon, we're going to turn mostly cloudy. And by tomorrow night, we start to see that snow creep in from the north and west and expand across the area late tomorrow night into early Wednesday. And we are going to see some developing snow out there. It looks like highs tomorrow going to be in the 60s for most of us out in front of that system. So what are we looking at for snow totals? Well, here we go. This is the European model. This gives you some snowfall potentials, generally a light snow across the region. As far as the American model, the GFS model, maybe slightly higher totals in the northern panhandle, but generally speaking, light to moderate accumulations. Probably an inch or two will cover most of us, I think, with this storm. Partly cloudy overnight, lows down around 23 tomorrow. Clouds will increase through the day. We'll be in the low 60s. One more fantastic day. And then we're going to cut that in half as we go into Wednesday. Not even get above freezing. It looks like in the low 40s for Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Look at the weekend. Another very nice weekend with temps near 60, only to fall back into the 30s for President's Day on Monday.
This is John. He's not an actor or a director. Can you tell? He calls himself a steward of the land. And by the looks of the way he nurtures his little corner of the earth, it's safe to say he's the real deal. John runs with us on a John Deere 3 Series tractor because you can never underestimate the value of a little tractor time. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
This is KNEB.TV Ag News from the FNBO Ag Desk. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
With a look at today's agriculture news, I'm Bryce Ducian. Let's get into today's report, starting with this. The Nebraska Farm Bureau made a pair of endorsements yesterday. First, U.S. Representative Don Bacon, who's seeking a re-election bid in Nebraska's 2nd Congressional District, received the designation. As a member of the House Agriculture Committee, the Farm Bureau said that Bacon champions priorities such as preserving a strong crop insurance system, as well as growing international markets. Over in the 3rd District, U.S. Representative Adrian Smith also received the Farm Bureau's support. Smith announced his intentions to seek to be able to lead the Republican spot on the House and Ways Means Committee that Farm Bureau says would give the nation's #1 agricultural congressional district an even more powerful voice in the nation's capital. Moving on now, applications are now open for one of the biggest agriculture outreach events in the state. And that is the Nebraska Agricultural Youth Institute, or NAYI. NAYI brings together high school juniors and seniors to learn more about Nebraska agriculture, be able to network with leaders, and then discover careers available in the industry. NAYI will be held at the University of Nebraska's East Campus coming up this summer, July 11th through the 15th. Finally, here on a Wednesday, the Nebraska College of Technical Agriculture is inviting the public to attend a meeting coming up February 15th at 7 p.m. at NCTA to learn about Sustainable Beef LLC. Sustainable Beef is working to build that packing plant we've talked about out near North Platte, Nebraska. At this meeting, NCTA students are bringing the Sustainable Beef together to talk about their new modern beef processing facility that they say will help expand marketing opportunities for cattle producers. Again, that event is coming up at NCTA Tuesday, February 15th at 7 p.m. That is a look at today's agriculture news. I'm Bryce Duskett reporting.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
When you call Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
What a year 2020 was. Now's the time to get out and travel this summer to see family and friends you were not able to see this last year. Spend more time enjoying your trip by flying United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with daily flights to and from Denver. Reserve your flight today and remember United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. And don't forget, Thrifty Car Rental is here for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and hitch a ride with your BFF, Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, registration is open for the 2022 Panhandle Polar Plunge coming up on Saturday, February 26th. The bone-chilling event invites participants, also known as plungers, to collect pledges from friends and family for plunging into the icy waters of Riverside Park in Scottsbluff. Scottsbluff County Sheriff Mark Overman tells KNB News there is a link on the Sheriff's Office webpage at scottsbluffcounty.org.
And if you go there on the very front page, there's a link to the Polar Plunge, to a specific Polar Plunge page, and that will tell you everything that you have to know. It's got links to the registration form. It'll tell you how to do it. It'll tell you what to expect. Mm-hmm. There's a link to a site called First Giving. So if you want to set up a site where people can give, you can link that to any of your social media, and the link is right there on our homepage.
Check-in begins at 9 a.m. on February 26th. Teams and individual plunges will start at 10:30 a.m. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.